All right, boys and girls. So today we're going to be talking about tenses. And you guys have talked about this before in the past. So you might remember like past, oopsies, use your text box, standards. Okay, past, present, and future tenses. So when we're changing our verbs, which again, remember, are action, it's when you take your verb and you change it so that the person who is trying to understand you understands when something happened. So again, a tense is a verb. A tense of a verb tells when the action takes place. So we're going to write that in our notes. And I'm going to pull up my Google Doc, and I want you to put your date down. But if you are not done typing yet, I want you to pause it, okay? I'm just kidding, writing, because you are writing in your journals. Okay, so verb tense equals when something happened. I want you guys to underline when, because that's kind of a big idea here. I'm going to bold mine so it really pops out. All right. If we're talking about present tense today, which is what we're doing, you guys have to remember that it's happening right now. So we're going to put in our notes, just as a good reminder, present tense equals happening now. Pause if you need to, so you can write in your journal. All right, so the example that they give is the bus driver takes us to school. Now, driver takes us to school. This is the present form of this sentence because it's telling you that it's happening right now. The past tense of this sentence would be the bus driver took, I spelled bus wrong. Driver took us to school. Do you guys see how the verb changes? The verb is to take. So takes is right now, took is past. And then if I changed it again to the future, it would be the bus driver will take us to school. All right, so that being said, we are going to focus on the present tense of verbs today. Now, to take is the verb that we use there. And you'll notice that we just added an S to the end of it in order to make it present, which is exactly what the next little sentence tells us to do. So it says, to form the present tense of most verbs, we just add our S. So we're going to put that in our notes. To form present tense verbs, add an S. All right, pause if you need to write this down. All right, I'm going to fold that so it pops out at you. And then I'm going to fold that because that's what we did to that example. Okay. So, of course, because this is the English language, we will have some exceptions to that. Any verb that ends in S, SS, SH, CH, X, or ZZ, instead of just adding an S, you have to add an ES. So we need to make that as an example in our notes. So, whoa, we don't need a bold. Words that end in, I totally forgot what they are now. S, SH, CH, S, SS, CH, SH, X, and ZZ. Did I get them right? Watch out. Okay. Those words, we add an ES to the end. I'm going to put that in bold as well. So the example that they give us in our lesson is, for example, buzz ends with two Z's. So in order to make it present, like they're buzzing right now, we would say the bee buzzes. We have to add that ES to the end. Again, if it was past, the bee buzzed. If it was future, the bee will buzz. But because it's present, the bee buzzes is what we need to put. If you put BUZZS, it just would not make sense. So you need to add that ES if it ends in any of these endings. Okay, write this in your notes. You will need it. Remember, you can use your notes on your quizzes, so it'd be silly not to write them down. All right, let's see. And then if it says if a verb ends in a consonant. Okay, consonants, I'm gonna put in here, are any letter that is not a vowel. Should know that. Then the letter Y. So a good example of this might be LY, because I've got a consonant and a vowel. Consonant plus the Y. We add the I before the ES. So equals IES at the end. You know what? Because I just wrote that down, I copy it, I'm going to paste it in my notes. So if it ends in a consonant plus a Y, so this could also be, oh boogers, SY, it could be BY, it could be what other words end in something Y? BY. If it ends in any of those, consonant Y's pattern, we add the IES to the end. So there are 3 examples, 3 ways to make something present. If it ends in just in a regular letter, like an E, we add the S. If it ends in any of these, we add the ES. If it ends in consonant Y, we add the IES. You know, that seems like a lot, but as long as you have it in your notes and you can look back to it, it shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's see here. Sorry, I'm going so slow. Okay, so here they have the word carry. I'm going to put that one in our notes too. So to carry, that's RY. So we change that to care IES. I don't know why that's black now. I'm just going to go with it. All right, then they also want to mention the present progressive tense, which shows that not only is it happening now, but it's going to continue to happen. So actions such as eating or walking, it's going to continue to happen. So we're going to put in there present progressive tense means continuing to happen. So the example they have in there was Joseph is eating. That is going to continue to happen because he isn't done after one bite. Okay, I think that's all for now as far as notes. Yeah, so I'm going to dive over here to our worksheet that we're doing today. I'm not going to go over all this again because we already know what this is. The only thing that's different is that you add the ing if it's happening and continuing to happen to the end. Okay, so basically all it wants you to do today is read each sentence, choose the correct form of the verb to complete the sentence, write it on the line. So we are working with present tense verbs or present progressive tense verbs. Present, present. Use all of the things that we just learned to help you. So the first one says, my mother carries boxes to the attic. Which one of those is correct? And then we write it on the line. If you want to circle it because it helps you, that's fine. But if you just circle it and don't write it on the line, that is going to be points off for you. All right? I think you'll be okay. I really do. Just go with your gut. Whichever one looks right is probably right. And use the rules that we have used before. All right, we're not going to do the bottom today. And that's all I have for you. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you and goodbye.